Bulavanaka and welcome to Fijivillage Play. I'm Alipate Narawa, and with me today is the biggest Blues supporter ever. Now, the reason I brought him on is because the Swire Shipping Fijindrua will be taking on the Auckland Blues this weekend for the Choeli Vindiri Trophy. Now, this is a new one that's just come into play. But before we go into this weekend's game, we'll take a look at last week's game. And Tino, what did you think about last week's game?
The game with the Reds?
The game against the Reds.
At the Fortress, yeah, that was a tough one, man. Like, there was some standout performers. Danaka Vata had the game of his life. Bro, I've never seen that guy. Like, the way he was playing, he was. Frank Lomani defensively, yeah.
Frank Lomani is a beast.
He's a
Let's
beast.
just get it out there. Frank Lomani is a beast. But with Danaka Vata performing at the way he is, unfortunately, we'll be losing him at the end of the season.
Oh.
Yeah, so we'll be losing him, Poni Patelong as well as Nasova. So that's three big guys that'll be going out. But Coach Glenn Jackson had this to say after he was asked about how the team performed. And he pretty much said that it was a game of lost opportunities. Let's take a look.
Yeah, a lot, and never easy after a loss like that, especially at home. I know the boys are pretty devastated by the performance they put together. I think we called it a game of lost opportunities. I think we had probably 7, 8 chances to score tries in that game, and we didn't. So the learning is out of that is why. Number one, why do we have so many chances and not be able to score? And then number 2 is move on. We got to move on very quickly to an important way. Little campaign for us against the Crusaders and then Blues first. So it's obviously motivations to move on and get it back into a big game here.
That's what the coach Jacko says in regards to last weekend's game. But taking a look at this week's lineup, he has changed it up a bit. Instead of going with a stick and pick, he has changed it up a bit. We've got the second, okay? We don't have Isikele Rambito on the side. He's not even in on the bench. On the bench for the backline is Virimi Vakatawa. Former French international Virimi Vakatawa is there. We've also got Isaac Fines, and the one that has been starting at first for the last 5 games is now sitting on the bench in Isaiah Armstrong Ravula. Your guy is starting at first this weekend, Kemu Valetini. Any thoughts on that?
Tough, bro. The way Armstrong Ravula's been controlling that backline, it's been so good. He had a couple of mistakes in some of the last games, but the way he was controlling the games, his kicking, like that 50-22 he hit last week. Bro, that's the brains on that guy to see that the wing had come up off the lane, so that pocket smashed it. Yeah, that's tough, bro. Let's see what Kemu.
Well, we've got Kemu this weekend, and I said also at the second, we've got Yosefo Namode, who has come in, who's been promoted off the bench, also from development. But we've got a tough assignment with the Blues this weekend because they've got Ofa Tungafasi in the front line.
Sure.
We've got Marcel Renata, Anton Segna.
Keep going, bro. Keep dropping
Sam
those
Derry.
names.
Bowden Barrett, who has seemed to find his form. And also, one that a lot of games we'll be looking forward to is Peyton Spencer.
For sure. That's
The
a legacy.
son of Carlos the King Spencer. He debuted last week. His father was all smiles after that game. But yeah, it'll be interesting seeing him going up against Drosese this weekend.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I really want to see what he can do. Like, I mean, his father, Carlos Spencer, hands down.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Down. Yeah,
definitely.
I want to see what he can do, bro. It's gonna be good.
But after his debut last week, he kind of a bit spoiled his father a bit there. So he's like, when he was asked, so who's this, who you here for? And he goes on and names his whole family and deliberately leaves out his father.
Because he doesn't need to be named, bro. He doesn't need to be named.
I'm surprised that they could fit the father's head into that frame.
Okay.
But anyways, coming up after this, we've got a lot more for you in regards to the Mari Sevens, which is just the 50th Fiji Bit of Mari Sevens, which just kicked off. But take a look at the fixtures this weekend. We've got Moana Pacifica and Highlanders. That's at 6:05 tomorrow. We've also got the Brumbies versus the Waratahs. The game that I'm looking forward to on Saturday, the Hurricanes, top of the table Hurricanes versus the fourth place Queensland Reds. Now, these two will be fighting it out at 3:35 p.m. Saturday afternoon, and the Swire Shipping Fijian Drua take on the Blues at 6:05 with the Western Force and the Chiefs rounding things off this weekend at 8:35. We've got the Mari Sevens, the latest, coming up after this. Bulavanaka and welcome back to Fiji Village Play. I'm Alipate Narawa, and joining me this evening is Tino. Tino, the Mari Sevens, the 50th Fiji Bit of Mari Sevens is currently on. Earlier today, we had the women's matches and the under-21 games, but coming up tomorrow, we've got the big guns coming out. The defending champions are Devil Bubbers. All right. Now they've got a lot to prove. They want to win it. And also with the organizers saying that there's $70,000 on the line.
Wow.
Cash for the winners.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Following the Fiji Bit series, who do you think is your team to look out for? You've got Police Blue, Police White. You've got Wardens Gold, Wardens Green. You've also got the Yarrow squad, Ravuka Sharks, Yarrow Chiefs. Who you got?
It's going to be tough. I have no idea who's going to come out on top.
All right.
Yeah.
Here is one team that you definitely should look out for. The Tisa Warriors.
Okay.
New team into the games. They've got a number of Fiji National Sevens reps. You've got the team that will be captained by Manueli Maisamoa. They've got Vuiviao Nantuvalo. You've got Tira Welangi and a couple of other gang. But for me, this is a team that I'll be looking out for. And they've got a different, with the Mari Sevens, they've got a different format this year. Instead of just giving you your pool games, who are you going to play?
Yeah.
Who you will play next depends on on your results from the first game. So they're having like a sort of a round robin thing. But
okay.
as the people have said, this is one of the toughest competitions ever.
For sure.
And with around 70 teams, they said that after you win your first game, or if you lose your first game, then it'll be determined on who you will play next.
Wow. Is that following the current sevens format?
No.
Okay, so this is new.
Yeah, this is a new. They brought it out just for the 50th. Also, the Osea Kolinisau, who will be at the game, he said he'll be scouting him and the management team, checking out if there's any prospects in regards to the upcoming World Championship Series, which kicks off in Hong Kong next month from the 17th to the 19th. Now, the World Championship Series is in Hong Kong, then it'll go to Spain, and then ends off at Bordeaux in France. But speaking of Osea Kolinisau, I asked him about the heartbreak that we had about 2 weeks back at the New York Sevens final.
Tough.
What was it like for you, that last minute of the game?
Bro. I thought we had it.
10-7, points 10-7, Fiji with possession.
Yeah. I thought we had it. Honestly, I thought we had it up until the last couple of seconds of the game.
We all thought that we had that game in hand with overlap on the side. I asked the coach, and he said from the sideline, some things did not go to hand. Let's take a look at what he said.
He said we had it, and just one drop ball and things we couldn't control. So I just let's dust ourselves up. Let's serious and let's look on to our next job. I just told the boys, we've done a good job in the series, trying to maintain being top of the table. But to lose in that way just shows the character of the boys. There's a lot of pressure on the boys because we're always playing ahead of South Africa. After you lose to Argentina, when we play, then the added pressure, if we lose, we're losing the series. So that added pressure of if we lose, South Africa always plays behind, and I told them it's not easy to go over the pressure. But I'm thankful to the boys. I said, let's go the group, learn from our mistakes. We'll get another shot in the next tournament we'll come across, and let's make sure we execute when we meet them in the next tournament.
That's what Coach Kalinsau had to say. But yes, as he said, they'll be scouting for new talent. And he also mentioned in the interview that he was also discovered at the Murray Sevens. Did you know about that?
No, I had no idea. And I don't, like with Oscar, he's got one hell of a job picking the boys to go to the next tournament.
Yep.
Watching this, it's going to be tough, bro.
And when he was asked, since the championship series starts in Hong Kong, I also asked him, so what's your favorite memory from Hong Kong?
Yeah.
And he said it was scoring a hat-trick in a tournament that he had won at Hong Kong. He said that was his best memory. And the thing is that he hopes that his team will have a memory like that of winning the Hong Kong. Because he said only 2 players in the squad have won at Hong Kong. So definitely looking forward to that. Hey, coming up after this, we've got a potential heavyweight champion coming up. That fight is coming up on Sunday. We'll talk more about that after this. Bulavunak, and welcome back to Fiji Village Play. I'm Alipate Narawa. With me is Tino, who, as I said, not only an avid rugby fan, he is also one of the biggest boxing aficionados out there right now. As I was telling you earlier about a potential heavyweight champion coming up, Moses Itoma. What do you think about what's that? What's all the hype? Is he worth all the hype?
Bro, Moses Itoma is crazy good, bro. So this is a fun fact.
Yeah.
Moses Itoma is the youngest ever top 10 ranked by the Ring magazine, by the way, since Mike Tyson. So that's massive.
So he's being compared to Mike Tyson.
He's been compared to Mike Tyson. Guy is crazy good. He's really good. And he's fighting Franklin. So the thing about this fight with Jermaine Franklin is that as boxers move up, like as they progress in their career, they look for different kinds of fighters to grow in their field. So with him, all of his fights, knockouts, you know. So they picked this guy, Jermaine Franklin. Jermaine Franklin has one of the best chins in the heavyweight division. One of the best chins. He's fought Anthony Joshua. Guys like Anthony Joshua lasted the whole fight. So this fight against Itoma is definitely going to get his rounds in. And there's a lot of people predicting that this thing is going to go the whole distance. Yeah, it's going to go the whole... I reckon it's going to go all the way. Franklin's no joke.
I'm hoping for a quick knockout. But, taking a look at his record, he's got 13 wins with 11 KOs, Itoma. And he says one thing that he discovered while, coming up through the business and was that, like everyone, some people let the fame get to their head. Okay, so he said he has stopped the partying, he stopped the clubbing, and because he said he lost himself to find himself again.
Yeah.
So he said, coming up in the boxing arena, he wasn't the hardest, he wasn't the fittest, unlike some of his friends.
Right.
But the difference was that he stuck it out.
Right.
While those friends decided to go and party, which is why he is one of the most talked about young boxers at the moment. That fight is coming up on Sunday. This is definitely something that you need to look out for.
Sure.
So, Sunday morning, this fight will be out. All right, as you see, with Moses Itoma and that fight against Franklin is coming up. But there's a couple more big fights that are coming up as well a bit later this year. Now, one that Itoma's betting on is Fabio Wadley. Now, he's taking on Dubois. Dubois has got the belt right now.
Yeah, no, actually it's Wadley.
Wadley's got the belt.
Wadley beat Joseph Parker.
Right.
Shocker. I
couldn't believe that match. But here's the thing though. There's a couple of big fights that are coming up as well. Which are the big fighters coming up?
Yeah, so you got Tyson Fury making his comeback. I know.
Tyson Fury.
Yeah,
this will be like his 20th comeback.
Yeah, guys
Tyson,
retires all the time.
Please.
Yeah. He's been busy with making his documentary, or like he's got a TV series or something that's coming out on Netflix. I think the day after his fight. Yeah.
Wow.
Tyson Fury is a smart guy. He's a smart guy. He knows how to make that money. He knows how to promote his stuff. Guy's a genius.
What about this fight that's being talked about that's coming up later on the year as well?
Which one?
Pacquiao.
Oh, the Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao.
Is it what? Is it part 2? Are they calling it part 2?
I don't even know if you should count it. I mean, even the first fight was like 5-10 years too late.
Yes.
Like way past, like both of their primes. Yeah.
I don't know, but is it just me or does he deliberately do that?
Bro,
Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather is a genius. He's another one. He's
Like he goes in for the money, but
and that's something he's been criticized for years. Like he cherry picks his fights. He determines, because he's the A side, obviously.
Yeah.
He picks when he's gonna fight, like whoever he's gonna be fighting. That he'll wait until, so like he waited till Manny Pacquiao was like towards the end of his career, even though Manny ended up going and then becoming one of the oldest ever welterweights to go and win against Thurman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but still, I think it was too late for someone like Floyd, right?
yes. Another one I'm looking forward to as well. Hopefully that fight is this year is Canelo Alvarez making a comeback after his loss last year.
Yeah, that was a big loss.
To Crawford.
My boy, Bud,
I
demolished.
did not see that coming.
Bro, nobody saw it coming. Like, it's Canelo Alvarez.
It's all Canelo Alvarez.
It's Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah, he got it handed to him by Crawford.
Yeah, but climbed up 3 divisions for that fight.
I know, climbed up 3 divisions, but at the moment, Canelo's got a few fights that he's already signed up with. He's got a contract with the Saudis. So, yeah. So he definitely has to fight this year. He was supposed to fight earlier this year, but because he had surgery, that'll be shifted towards the end of the year.
Okay.
That's what's coming up for you. Remember, we've got the fights coming up with Moses Itoma and Jermaine Franklin. Also, the Swai Shipping Fijian Rua taking on the Blues. That's at 6:05 Saturday. But the game that I'm looking forward to is the Hurricanes versus the Reds. That's at 3:35 p.m. Saturday as well. Who are you going for? Itoma or Franklin?
I can't go against Itoma, bro. Itoma. I believe in this boy. I believe. Personal opinion, I don't think he's got it.
That is Fijivillage play for this week. I'm Alipate Narawa. Please let us know if there's someone that you'd like to see sitting here next to us, or who do you want from any of these sporting fraternities that we can talk to. Let us know in the comments. Until next time, Mode.